What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Miami Hurricanes. Taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Canes will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gamecocks offense takes the field to start this game off. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-timer baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Harbor. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
So Miami's offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
So that... He's going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. And tackled there by the defense.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. Caught over the middle. It's Jacobs. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Complete to the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, give on the inside. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Hurricanes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The noise level is relentless here on second down. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Lofton. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Going to sling it on second down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And the try is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Setting up the screen. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Quickly complete. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Quickly to the tight end. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rushes on him. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. They've got a first down here to open the period. separation to the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
So now it's second and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long, ball's at the 25. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Oh, they're after him. Connection to the right. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Red pass, it's complete. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Lyle. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Got a man. It's Lofton. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Using his legs, it's Pringle. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the tailback. Makes it past the marker. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up 14 over Texas State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Gonna take a shot at this DB. He's got it on the outside. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Stands in and takes the hit. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Turning it on. Defense has it the wrong move. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week one is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. From the gun, running back on the move. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And the Canes can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Lyle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too, to try to get him going there.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Jacobs. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Canes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jacobs. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Quarterback empties his backfield. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Jacobs. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. To the air on second down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. He'll try to do it himself. As they say, touchdown, first down, or get down. He gets down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Jacobs. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Fires to the middle. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half.
On the run from inside his own 5. For some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did. Success in the first half.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Pringle. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Canes with the 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. The defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Pocket breaking down. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Brown has it. Touchdown, Miami! And that one will give him the lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point puts... a field goal. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Trying play action. Finds the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Snagged out of the air. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play.
There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. He's looking to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just kicking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got his man on the right. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
The Gamecocks buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting a run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Finding open areas.
The returner brings it out to the 34, and the Miami offense will take over.
To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Runs for the tackle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your own line, I say go for it every time.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind him, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Running the red zone, it's Brown. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is running away with this one today, thanks to an offense that is more than waking up the echoes. They're up by 30 over Wisconsin. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Zings it complete to the right. What a cut. Now he's loose. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score. And
going for it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Sellers. It's on target and complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback will keep it. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggled to try to find a play to get someone open.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on first down from the 28. Motion from the wideout. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Major gaps in. Defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Canes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Looking to throw for it. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Canes. Once he got some room, it was over.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6.
South Carolina, 21.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone. I
agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
That's caught. It's blown. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Got his man downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Wants to throw again. Trying to pull his way in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
He's down here. He does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost it.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the Canes will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got his man. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
All right, so another week, another win. Starting off the year at 2-0. Let's take a look at that box score. I like to do this when it's not all that noise in the background. 531 to 372, 66 to 52. We had the offense run like humming. We had 33 for 218. They had 12 for 5. So we were 50% on third down. They were 37. Fourth down, we were 2 for 2. They were 1 for 2. We beat them on time of possession. Player stats, Mensa with another 300-yard game. Taking care of the football, not many touchdowns, but he had 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. Rushing, Jordan Lyle with 111. Pringle just couldn't get going against that South Carolina defense. Mensa with a touchdown. Shamar Brown with 2. Tony with another 100-yard game. As I've been saying before, I don't want to get 100 yards every game, but I want to average 100 yards for the year. Josh Moore, 1 touchdown, 7 for 78. Jacobs was big in this game, 6 for 76. I'm beginning to think he's working better out of the slot than maybe Tony. And Tony, I can still get him the ball. Jacobs, kind of hard to get him the ball not being in the slot. Brown could have had another big catch, but he had that drop. Blocking, we didn't give up any sacks. Wilkerson did his part with 3 pancakes. Okunlola got injured, but he held up pretty well. Peyton Kirkland came in, did well. McCoy, I didn't even worry about Stewart after I put McCoy in there. So McCoy may be my right tackle going forward. Defense. Fitzgerald led the way with 8 tackles. Lightfoot with 2 tackles for loss. He also had a half sack with Pickett. Poyser with the interception. 4 pass deflections by O.J. Frederick, playing a big game. He should have had 1 pick at least, though. All right, let's advance the week and see what's going on here. See what happened for the week as far as our recruiting was. Looks like everybody, might be everybody first now. Let's see. We got Maggio first, Brooks first, Fanine first. Yeah, everybody that's on the board is first right now. But we got guys that are ready for visits, so that may change. Let's see, we got 1, 2. We got 2 offense. And theoretically 3 defense, because I can't really do 4. Because one of these 2 wheels is going to be mad that I brought the other one in. So let's see who we're competing against with. Fanine, probably schedule him against FSU. And these guys get him in early. But that's going to take place on my next video. So, because I've been trying to keep everything a little bit straight, I'll show you what I'm going to do with recruiting wise. Who was that? I can't afford to be messing up like that. Who was that? It wasn't Hardrick. What the? Bro, come on. I'm almost certain it wasn't Stone. No, it wasn't Stoneburner. Wow. Was it Brooks? Good Lord. Good Lord. Okay, let's see. Okay, it brings him back. Shoo-wee. I mean, I wasted 5 points for nothing, but... Sorry, guys, a little bit of a meltdown there. But yeah, that's going to take place for this video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the recruiting. And probably going to do... I doubt we're going to sim or anything, but going to do just like a kind of a quick game against FCS, get some backups in, probably sim half of it. Hopefully, hopefully the game goes well. But thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Have a good day.